Good morning students. In the last class we learned about human digestion. We learned about human digestion. Today we are going to learn our new topic, the mouth and buccal cavity. The mouth and buccal cavity. In digestive system, mouth is an important organ. Not organ, part. The mouth is an important part for human body. For our human body, we know that the food is taken into the body through our mouth. The food is taken into the body through our mouth. If we take our food items, then we keep it inside the mouth. For what? For chewing and chewing. For chewing, grinding, biting, and then we eat. That food items goes through our canal, esophagus, then goes to small intestine, large intestine, connecting with the rectum, then finally it goes through, it go to anus, it go to anus. Today we learn about our mouth. We learn about our first word, mouth. We know that the food is taken into the body. We know that the food is taken into the body through our mouth. The food is taken into the body through our mouth. Then the process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. The process of taking food into the body. Ingestion. Ingestion. What do you mean by ingestion? The process of taking food into the body. The process of taking food into the body is called what? Ingestion. The process of taking food into the body. Into the body are called ingestion. Ingestion. Okay, what do you mean by ingestion? The process of taking food into the body are called ingestion. We know that the food is taken into the body through our mouth. If we take rice or something like food, then first we take it and put it into our mouth for our growth. We need food for our growth. We need food for our growth and for getting more energy for doing work like that. Then what do you mean by ingestion? What do you mean by ingestion? The process of taking food into the body are called ingestion. The process of taking food into the body are called ingestion. Then next topic we are going to learn. We know that inside our mouth there are so many teeth are present. Inside our mouth there are so many teeth are present. We know that the teeth are made up. In the outer covering of teeth is enamel. It is the hardest portion in our body. Enamel is the hardest portion in our body. Okay, we all know that. In the inside of our mouth there are lots of teeth are present. Inside of our mouth there are lots of teeth are present. But there are two types of teeth are present in a human. In adults or human, there are two types of teeth are present. First one is milk teeth. Milk teeth. Second one is permanent teeth. First one, milk teeth. Second one, permanent teeth. First one, milk teeth. Second one, permanent teeth. What are milk teeth? The first set of teeth that grows during the infancy stage, and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8. At the age between 6 to 8. What are milk teeth? The milk teeth are the set of first set of teeth that grows during the infancy. that grows during the infancy and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8 years. At the age between 6 to 8 years. What are milk teeth? Once again, what are milk teeth? Milk teeth, the first set of teeth, that are grows during infancy and they fall off at the age of 6 to 8 years. At the age of 6 to 8 years. What are milk teeth? The first set of teeth that are grows during infancy and they fall off at the age of 6 to 8 years. At the age of 6 to 8 years. Then second one is permanent teeth. We know that milk teeth. First set of teeth. Milk teeth are first set of teeth. They are grows during infancy. Grows during infancy. That are grows during infancy and fall off at the age between 6 to 8. Once again, milk teeth. What are milk teeth? Milk teeth are the first set of teeth. That grows during infancy. Fall off at the age between 6 to 8. Then second one is permanent teeth. Permanent teeth. Permanent teeth are second set of teeth. Permanent teeth are second set of teeth that replaces the milk teeth. Permanent teeth are the second set of teeth. Second set of teeth that replaces the milk teeth. Replaces milk teeth. What are permanent teeth? Permanent teeth are the second set of teeth. That replaces the milk teeth. After fall of milk teeth, the permanent teeth are grows. Then the permanent teeth last throughout our life. The permanent teeth are last throughout our life, or fall off during old age, or it will fall off any tooth deficiency or dental diseases, etc. Once again, permanent teeth are second set of teeth. Then that replaces milk teeth. Then it lasts. The permanent teeth are present throughout our life. Or if it fall off caused by any dental diseases or any dental deficiency, then during old age, then it will fall off. It will last throughout our life. Once again, we learned there are two types of teeth are present. Milk teeth and permanent teeth. What are milk teeth? Milk teeth are the first set of teeth that grows during infancy. And they are fall off at the age between 6 to 8. At the age between 6 to 8. Then second one is the permanent teeth. Permanent teeth are the second set of teeth. Permanent teeth are the second set of teeth, and that replaces the milk teeth. That replaces the milk teeth. That replaces the milk teeth. Then if the permanent teeth are last throughout our life. If it fall off in the case of our old age or any dental diseases or any deficiency, it will become fall off. It will become for any accidents caused and our teeth are fall off. Like that, the teeth are fall off. Otherwise, the teeth are present throughout our life. Then another topic we learn, ingestion. What do you mean by ingestion? The process of taking food into the body. The process of taking food into the body are called ingestion. The process of taking food into the body are called ingestion. Then we know that the mouth is used for entering our food items. The food is ingested. The food is taken into the body. The food is ingested through the mouth. The food is ingested through the mouth. Then the mouth contains what are inside the mouth contains? Our mouth contains tongue. Our mouth contains tongue, teeth, then salivary glands. Our mouth contains inside our mouth what all things are present? Inside our mouth what all things are present? Inside our mouth we can see that tongue, then teeth, then we can see salivary glands. Inside the mouth, tongue, teeth and salivary glands are present. Inside our mouth, tongue, teeth and salivary glands are present. Okay. Then we know that teeth break the food items into smaller particles. Teeth break the food items. If we swallow or if we chewing the food items into our mouth, then the teeth present in our mouth what do the break to break the food items into smaller particles. Teeth what will the teeth do? The teeth break the food items. Break the food into smaller particles. Smaller particles. This process is called mastication. This process is called mastication. First of all, we take the food through our mouth. Then inside the mouth, tongue, teeth and salivary glands are present. If the food items are entering into our mouth, the tongue support the food items to go into our mouth. Then the teeth present. We know that there are two types of teeth are present: permanent teeth and milk teeth. Then the teeth help to break the food items into smaller particles. The teeth help to break the food items into smaller particles. Then this process is called mastication. Then the chewed food is mixed with the saliva. We know that inside our mouth saliva is present. Fluid substance that is called saliva. We know that saliva is present inside our mouth. Then the saliva is very fluid substance. It is secreted by salivary glands. Saliva is secreted by which gland? salivary glands. Saliva is secreted by salivary glands. Saliva is secreted by salivary glands. Once again, inside our mouth, we can see tongue, teeth, and salivary glands. With the teeth, if we swallow or chew the food items, then the teeth present inside our mouth break the food into smaller particles. This process is called mastication. So the food is ingested through our mouth. Then the teeth break that food into smaller particles. It is called mastication. Then we know that inside our mouth saliva is present. Saliva is a fluid substance. That saliva is present. The saliva is secreted by which glands? Salivary glands. Saliva is secreted by salivary glands. Then and also the saliva contains an enzyme. Amylase. Saliva contains an enzyme named amylase. Saliva contains an enzyme called amylase, which help salivary enzyme, salivary amylase, which converts starch into sugar. Once again, the salivary glands secrete saliva. Salivary gland secreted saliva. Saliva is a fluid. Saliva is a fluid. Then fluid contains salivary enzyme. This fluids contain salivary enzyme name called salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. So not amylase. Then which the salivary amylase converts. So salivary amylase converts starch into sugar. It converts starch into sugar. Once again, inside our mouth, salivary glands are present. The salivary glands secreted saliva. Saliva is the fluid. Then that saliva contains an enzyme, salivary enzyme called salivary amylase. Then this amylase converts starch into sugar. This salivary amylase converts starch into sugar. For finding the presence of starch in our saliva, the presence of salivary glands which secrete saliva, action of saliva on food. In your textbook there is an experiment conducted for find the effect of saliva on starch. Find out the effect of saliva on starch. That experiments tells us about. First of all, take two test tubes. Two test tubes. Test tube A and test tube B. Then in the first test tube we take boiled rice. In the second test tube we take boiled and chewed rice. The second test tube we take boiled and chewed rice. Then keep it for some time. Then after 2 to 3 minutes, we add 2 to 3 drops, 3 ml of water into the two test tubes. We add 2 to 3 drops of water. inside the two test tubes. Inside the two test tube. After some time, after 2 to 3 minutes, it will keep it aside. Then after some time, then we add iodine solution. We drop 2 to 3 ml of iodine solution. You with the dropper into the two test tubes. Iodine solution. Iodine solution. Iodine solution. What happened to that two test tubes? We can see a color change in the test tube. Which test tube is changed into a color? The first test tube, the boiled rice. Boiled rice changed into a blue color. We can say that in that test tube we can see a color change. On the basis of that color change, we can say that the boiled rice contains starch. Then, once again, the effect of saliva on starch. First of all, we take two test tubes, boiled rice. In the first test tube, we take boiled rice, and the second test tube, we take boiled and chewed rice. Then we add water to that test tubes. Then after some time we add iodine solution. In the boiled rice is changed into a color, but in the boiled and chewed rice there is no color change. On the basis of that we can say that the saliva breaks down the starch into sugars. The saliva breaks down the starch into sugar. The saliva breaks down the starch into sugar. Once again, we take for finding the effect of saliva on starch. First of all, we take two test tubes, test tube A and test tube B. First in test tube A we take boiled rice. In the test tube B we take boiled and chewed rice. Then after some time we add 2 to 3 ml of water into two test tubes. Then keep it aside. After some time we add iodine solution in it. In both test tubes. First test tube is changed into in the first test tube the boiled rice has a change in color. Then with the second test tube, the boiled and chewed rice, there is no color change. On the basis of that, we can say that the boiled and chewed rice does not contain starch. The saliva, chewed rice, we know that inside our mouth saliva is present. Saliva is secreted by which gland? Salivary gland. In the saliva contains salivary amylase. The amylase breaks down the starch into sugars. So in the first test tube, boiled rice, a color change is obtained. We can say that it contains starch. Then next one, once again, we know that there are two types of teeth are present. First teeth, permanent teeth and milk teeth. What are milk teeth? The first set of teeth that grows during infancy and fall off at the age between 6 to 8 years. Then permanent teeth are the second set of teeth that replaces the milk teeth. It lasts throughout our life. If it fall off at some conditions or some situations. What are the situations? Which are the situations? If any dental problems or deficiency or diseases caused by our teeth, then if any accidents cause, then another situation, if any accidents or our old age, during our old age, the permanent teeth are fall off. Then we can see there are so many teeth are present inside our mouth. There are so many teeth are present inside our mouth. Do you know the names of teeth inside our mouth? Do you know? the names of teeth inside our mouth. There are 4 types of teeth are present. There are 4 types of teeth are present. 4 types of teeth are present. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. There are 4 types of teeth are present. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Once again, there are 4 types of teeth are present. First one, incisors. Second one, canines. Third one, premolars. And fourth one, molars. Once again, there are 4 types of teeth are present inside our mouth. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. First one, incisor. It is flat and chisel shaped structure. Incisors are present inside our mouth. It can be seen flat and chisel shaped. It can be seen as flat and chisel shaped teeth. Then the incisors are situated in front of our mouth. The incisors are present in front of our mouth. In front of our mouth. Flat and chisel shaped structure. Flat and chisel shaped teeth are incisors. Then it lie in front of the mouth. 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 Then inside our mouth there are 8 incisors are present. There are 8 incisors are present. 8 incisors are present. 8 incisors are present. There are 4 teeth on the upper jaw and 4 teeth on our lower jaw. 4 teeth on 4 on upper jaw and 4 on lower jaw. Once again, our first teeth are incisors. First set of teeth are incisors. Incisors are flat and chisel shaped structure. Then it lie in front of the mouth. It lie in front of the mouth. There are 8 incisors are present. The 4 incisors are on upper jaw. 4 incisors are on lower jaw. 4 incisors are on upper jaw. 4 incisors are on lower jaw. Then next, it is used to cutting and biting of food. It is used for cutting and biting of food. It is used for cutting and biting of food. Cutting and biting of food. Once again, there are 4 types of teeth are present inside our mouth. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. First one, incisors. Incisors are flat and chisel shaped structure. It lie in front of the mouth. There are 8 incisors are present inside our mouth. 4 teeth are on upper jaw and 4 teeth are on lower jaw. Then incisors are used for cutting and biting of food. Cutting and biting of food. Then next one, canines. Next one, canines. Canines are round shaped. Names are round shaped. Round shaped teeth. Canines are round shaped teeth. They are sharp and pointed teeth. They are sharp and very sharp and pointed teeth are canines. Pointed teeth are canines. It is used for hold and tear the food items. It is used for hold. It is used for hold and tear the food. Then 4 canines are present. 4 canines are present. It is sharp and pointed teeth. Pointed teeth are canines. Then canines are used for hold and tear the food. They are used for hold and tear the food. hold and tear the food. Then there are 4 incisors, canines, sorry, not incisors, canines. 4 canines are present. 4 canines are present. 4 canines are present. Once again, second set of teeth are canines. Canines are round in shape. Round shaped teeth are canines. Then these canines are sharp and pointed. This type of teeth are sharp and pointed teeth. Then it is used for hold and biting. Hold and biting incisors. Then hold and tear the foot. Hold and tear the foot. There are 4 canines are present. 4 canines are present. Then next one is premolars. Premolars. Then 2 premolars are seen on each side of jaw. On our upper jaw and lower jaw, 2 premolars are situated. Premolars, 2 premolars are present. On the upper jaw and on the lower jaw, there are two premolars are present. Then it helps in crushing. The premolars help us to crushing and grinding the food. Crushing and grinding the food. Premolars help us for crushing and grinding the food. Grinding the food. Crushing and grinding the food. 8 premolar teeth are present in an adult human. 8 premolar teeth are 8 premolar teeth are present in an adult human. 8 premolar teeth are present in an adult human. There are two set of premolars are present on upper jaw and lower jaw. The premolars are used for it help us for crushing and grinding the food. It help us crushing and grinding the food. And there are 8 premolar teeth are present. 8 premolar teeth are present. Then next one is molars. Next one is molars. Molars are seen on both sides of our jaws, upper jaw and lower jaw. Both sides of our jaws. It is used for fine grinding. It is used for fine grinding. Fine grinding. If we take food into the mouth, the molars are used for fine grinding. Fine grinding of food. Fine molars. Fourth one is molars. Molars are 2 molars on both sides. 2 molars are situated on both sides of our mouth, our gums. Then the molars are used for fine grinding of food. Molars are used for fine grinding of food. The next one is tongue. Next one is, then we know that the tooth is covered with a white substance. That substance is called enamel. Enamel is the hardest portion, hardest substance in the human body. Hardest substance in the human body. Next one is tongue. Tongue. Next one is tongue. We know that inside our mouth, we can see so many teeth, then tongue, then salivary glands are present. We know that there are different types of 4 sets of teeth are present, which are the 4 types of incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Then we learn salivary glands. About salivary glands. Salivary glands secrete saliva. Then that saliva contains salivary enzyme called salivary amylase. That enzyme helps for converts starch into sugars. Then we learn an experiment for finding the effects of saliva on starch. Then next one is tongue. We know that in our mouth tongue is present. Then the tongue contains different taste buds. The tongue contains different taste buds for finding where the taste buds are present. For find out that, we conduct an experiment. We conduct an experiment for finding where the taste buds are situated. First of all, we prepare we prepare for different types of solutions. We prepare 4 different types of solutions. 4 different types of solutions are prepared. First one, sugar solution. First we prepare sugar solution. First we prepare sugar solution. Then second we prepare the sugar solution. Prepare salt solution. Salt solution. Salt solution. Third one we prepare lemon juice. Lemon juice. Then fourth one we prepare solution of lemon juice. Then solution of neem leaf. Solution of neem leaf. We know that sugar solution. Then if we take an earbud. Then first we put the earbud into sugar solution. First we put the earbud into sugar solution. Then we apply the different parts of our tongue. It will apply different parts of our tongue. Then we can find that which position the sugar solution tastes sweet on the tip of the tongue. On the tip of the tongue, we can feel the sweet of sugar solution. Sweet of sugar solution. On the basis of that, we can find the sweet buds are present on the tip of the tongue. Sweet buds are present on the tip of the tongue. Then we dip the earbud into salt solution. Dip the earbud into salt solution. Then apply the bud into the different parts of the tongue. We can find that on the 2 sides of the tongue. On the 2 sides of the tongue, salty is tasted. Salty. So salty taste buds are present on the 2 sides of the area just behind. So area just behind the tip of the tongue, we can find that salty taste buds are present. So then we dip the earbud into lemon juice. Then apply the bud into different portions of the tongue. Then we can find that on the 2 sides of the tongue, we can feel the sour taste. We can feel the sour taste. Then we dip the earbud into solution of neem leaf. Then apply to the different portions of the tongue. We can find that on the back portion of the tongue, back side of the tongue, we can taste the bitter taste. We can feel the bitter taste. Once again, in our teeth there are different types of taste buds are present. Then for finding that where the taste buds are situated, then for finding that we take 4 types of solutions. First solution, sugar solution. Second one, salt solution. Then third one, solution of lemon juice. Then fourth one, solution of neem leaf. Then we take it earbud. Then dip the earbud into sugar solution and apply the earbud in the different parts of the tongue. We feel sweet at the tip of the tongue. So we can say that the sweet buds are present at the tip of the tongue. Sweet buds are present. Then we dip the earbud into salt solution. Then apply to the tongue. We can find that on the above the tip of the tongue, the salty taste we can find out. Salty taste we can find out. So salty taste buds are present under the area just above the tip of the tongue. Then we dip the earbud into lemon juice and apply on the different parts of the tongue. Then we can taste the sour taste at the we can taste the sour at the two sides of the tongue. At the two sides of the tongue. Then we dip the earbud in the solution of neem leaf. Then apply to the different parts of the tongue. We can find the bitter taste on the back side of the tongue. The back side of the tongue. Then today we learn about different topics which are there. We learn about ingestion. Then we learn the different types of teeth, 4 types of teeth. Then about our mouth. Then about salivary glands, tongue, etc. Then so let's wind up the class. All are study well. Thank you.